In November of 2007, Call of Duty 4 was released upon the world. At that time, the Halo franchise was the king of the first-person shooter genre on console. In fact, 2 months prior to Call of Duty 4's release, Halo 3 was output on the Xbox 360 console and sold within 24 hours $170 million worth of units. Now, I'm not too sure how many of you guys were around during the Halo 3 pre-release hype. I was within that camp. I absolutely love the franchise. You know, I really enjoyed Halo 2 on the original Xbox, and I could not wait for Halo 3 to come out. As a matter of fact, at least in my opinion, no other game has been hyped to that degree, let alone delivered on their product after that hype. I really feel like all these new games are just a huge media blitz and kind of let down a lot of people by giving them false expectations. I really feel like Halo 3 is the best Halo game in the franchise. You know, I enjoyed Reach. I kind of enjoyed ODST. Halo 4 was pretty good, but in my opinion, Halo 3 was the best in the franchise. And even with all that said, let me go ahead and take out Master Chief's penis from my mouth. Because to be honest, I am not a huge fan of metal dick these days. But anyways, you know, I was thinking not too long ago, after reminiscing of all these shooters that I used to play, you know, a few years ago, how different the landscape would be as far as shooters go on console if Call of Duty 4 never came out, or if it never made the impact as it did back in the day. I know that before Modern Warfare came out, the two biggest shooters on console were Gears of War, which was, I believe, released in 2006, and of course the Halo 3 or Halo franchise in general. And it's kind of hard for me to imagine a world without Call of Duty being around on console. You know, at this point, it's become a household name as far as gamers go, and I feel like every shooter that ever comes out is always, at least to some degree, compared to Call of Duty, because it's kind of set the standard for what a lot of people enjoy playing. I sometimes ask myself that question: what type of gamer or what games I would be playing if the Call of Duty franchise never ever existed? Because I'll be honest, I've invested a lot of my free game time in the Call of Duty multiplayer over the years, from COD 4 all the way up until COD Ghost, although these days I don't really play Call of Duty Ghost that much. As a matter of fact, I can't remember the last time I put it in my disk tray. This freaking gameplay has been sitting on my hard drive for quite some time. I should probably keep it in the case and then bury it under some cow manure off in the middle of the desert somewhere where nobody could ever find it, because it belongs there under some shit. I just want to know, in the alternate universe where COD never existed, what shooter would be the king on console? Would it still be Gears of War? Would it be Halo? Would it be the Battlefield franchise? I just need to know what developer in that universe would take their love shooter, turn it into crap by making it a yearly release, putting Dead Man's Hand and Last Stand into it, and just make it less desirable for gamers to play, and totally negating the core fans of what made the game what it used to be. And that in itself is a tangent, my bad. So let me ask you that question. What do you think would be the substitute game if Call of Duty never existed? Or if you'd still even be into shooters? Because I know COD actually got people into that genre on its own. I know before I experienced Halo back in the day, I was really into fighting games and really into JRPGs on the PS2 before I actually really truly got into first-person shooters. So I'm wondering if I'd even still be the same type of gamer if I never experienced those types of games. So yeah, man, answer that in the comment section below. What type of games would you be into, or what franchise you think would be your substitute if COD never existed? And you also got to think about YouTube as well. If we were in that alternate universe, channels like this wouldn't exist. All of your favorite Call of Duty commentators that you've been enjoying forever wouldn't be around. Who knows? Maybe they would have picked up a different game, talked over it, and it would have blown up just as the same as it did in this world. But I just want to know what you think down in the comment section below, what the landscape would look like if things were a lot different. But before I go, I wanted to thank Thunder for letting me post on his TSG channel yet again. I really think it's awesome what you do for channels big and small. And if it wasn't for TSG, I wouldn't have met a couple of cool commentators, man. It's freaking awesome. But anyways, if you enjoyed this gameplay and this commentary, don't forget to give this video a like or a favorite. And if you're new to the TSG channel, make sure to give it a subscribe for more awesome content in your subscription box. Again, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Adios, amigos.